11 points for Ryan Fazekas. 32-31, 65 seconds left for the half. Edwards to Cousinard. Cousinard back to Edwards, and they're going to hold the ball for the final 60 seconds. Let's see if Marquette will make an adjustment and come after him. 55 seconds and counting for the first half. East Chicago wants to go into the half with the lead.
Coach is just saying, hey, they want to stay out there and hold the ball. Let them hold the ball.
40 seconds and counting left in the first half. 32-31, East Chicago with the lead.
This, Brian, is where I'm a fan of the shot clock in high school basketball.
Yeah. 11-2 run by East Chicago. Down to a half a minute. Iron Edwards deep on the left wing. Out near the baseline. Plays it baseline to Cousinard. All the way, lays it in. Jermaine Cousinard ahead to Peels. Layup blocked, but a foul, and Peels will head to the line. Good job by Marquette using the pass to initiate the break. Hawkins with the foul, his first. Peels will shoot a pair. Nine for Peels, and he drops that free throw. Give him 10. 34-32, East Chicago by a deuce. 15.4 left in the first half. Peels shoots the second one. Good. He makes two. Peels 2 for 3 from the line. 11 for Peels in the half. Down to 10 seconds. Edwards with a crossover dribble. Spins down the lane. Jump pass right corner. Cousinard's three. Nope. Rebound snatched by a jump ball. And it'll belong to Marquette with 1.7 left in the half. And if they have time to get a shot. They have time to get the lead going into the half.
They just got to be smart here and not turn the ball over. Make a good pass, get the ball down the floor, get a good look at the basket.
And they'll come against full court pressure right to left. Malcolm Reed will do the honors. And this baseball pass is swatted out of bounds by Cousinard. Reed will try again. A long one, and it is out of bounds. It'll belong to East Chicago right under the Marquette basket. 13 turnovers for Marquette Catholic. Hiram Edwards will come back.
And that's what I just said. We couldn't turn the ball over there. You had plenty of time to get a good look and a good shot.
34-33, East Chicago the lead, and they'll have a chance to add to it. And East Chicago had 6 men on the floor for a moment. Cousinard to come in, baseline left. In play to Edwards, or in play to Smith. His jumper, no good, and that's the half. So we're done with the first half, and your score, East Chicago 34, Marquette Catholic 33. The U.S. Tyrant Auto halftime report is on the way. This is Marquette Catholic Blazers basketball on ASN, the voice of LaPorte County.
At U.S. Tire and Automotive, you'll find passenger tires, performance tires, truck and SUV tires, and more from proven brands including Bridgestone, Firestone, and other leading industry names. Conveniently located in Gary, Indiana, and providing great service to customers in Gary, Griffith, Hammond, Munster, and Highland, Indiana, U.S. Tire and Automotive offers brake service, alignments, oil changes, shocks and struts, tune-ups, and other valuable services to get your car, truck, minivan, or SUV back on the road. Give us a call at 219-884-4600 or drop us an email at info@ustire-auto.com. Mention this ad and receive a 10% discount on auto work or ask about our tire specials. U.S. Tire and Auto, servicing Gary, Indiana and Northwest Indiana since 1991.
Welcome back to East Chicago, Indiana. Brian Snow here with you. 34-33, the East Chicago Cardinals take the lead over the Blazers here at halftime. Time now for the U.S. Tyrant Auto halftime report presented by U.S. Tyrant Auto of Gary, Indiana. U.S. Tyrant Auto, servicing Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana since 1991. Well, I had a chance to talk with Nate Flores last Saturday at the scrimmage, and it was a very great conversation. He was one of the members of the Blazers basketball champions from last year. He was pretty hyped about this coming season.
What was it like being on the floor at Bankers Life, taking those pictures as state champions when y'all knocked off Bar Rube? What did that feel like, Nate?
It feels like yesterday. I'll never forget it. It was definitely a mind-blowing and mind-changing and never-forgetting moment.
Playing with fellows like Richie Mitchell, Ryan Fasikas. Let's go back to that Andrean game. Did y'all have a chip on your shoulder after that game, after Andrean came in here and basically shoved you around?
Yeah, because we pretty much got on a high horse because we beat Bishop Knoll the day before.
Right.
And, Andrean pretty much knocked some sense back into us, and we're pretty thankful now after that.
Yeah, because you didn't lose again.
Right.
13 straight wins after that. But I always point back to that game as to how big it was to have Andrean and beat you guys by 9 here. You had a chance, to come back in that game, but Andrean kept control of the game. What was the attitude of you guys heading into sectionals last year?
We didn't have the best sectional history.
Right.
So, we just knew it was time for a change, and we were focused, and we did what we needed to do.
What did Donovan Garlitz put in you guys' head heading into the playoff round?
Defense, and defense. That's about it.
Except for the championship game against Bar Reeve, you didn't just beat teams in the playoffs. You blew them out. You won by double figures, as I said, except for the championship. When you guys were down 10 against Bar Reeve in Indy, you guys didn't panic at all? Donovan just brought you guys together and said, just keep playing defense.
Yeah.
And you forced Bar Reeve into several critical mistakes down the stretch.
Yeah.
Now you're playing at IU Northwest. What's that like for you now? Is it a difference?
They have me running the guard. So I'm handling the ball more, but it's pretty much the same thing. I run and gun pretty much. So, I like the guys on the team. It's pretty fun.
Good. Nate Flores, one of the members of the state champions. Miss you, Nate.
Miss you, too.
I'm going to miss seeing that number 22 on the floor this year.
Yeah.
But great success to you at Indiana Northwest. Thank you for stopping by.
Thank you.
Got some more for you as we're on for a couple more minutes. We'll take a break and we'll come back. We'll have another guest. You're listening to live coverage of the Marquette Catholic scrimmage here from the Shoals Student Center in Michigan City on ASN. Have you heard the good news about a company that started 4 years ago and worked at a relentless pace based entirely upon one simple premise? Have you heard the good news about a place you can go to enjoy positive, community-oriented information about the town, city, or region that you live in and the people involved? Have you heard the good news that you yourself can share stories about this same theme to others in your community? That place is LaPorteCountyLife.com. At LaPorteCountyLife.com, you can celebrate a company that had a crazy dream based on a belief that positive breeds positive, and that people want to read, hear, and watch stuff about good people. At LaPorteCountyLife.com, you can go to a place to enjoy positive, community-oriented information about the town, city, or region that you live in and the people involved. Want to see more? Want to read more? Want to hear more? Then go to LaPorteCountyLife.com. Have you heard the good news?
Michigan City is a place full of challenges. The high sand mountains of the Indiana Dunes, the excitement of the Blue Chip Casino, or the ways to save at the Lighthouse Outlet Mall. One thing that isn't a challenge is where to rest after being challenged. Clarion Inn of Michigan City helps you plan your attack while you reload. Enjoy our hot breakfast, speedy Wi-Fi internet for productivity, and fitness facilities to keep in top shape. Let your ground zero in the dunes be Clarion Inn of Michigan City. 219-879-0311.
Welcome back to the Verano Athletic Center in East Chicago. Brian Snow and Larry Babcock here with you inside of the U.S. Tire and Auto Halftime Report. 34-33 in favor of the Cardinals here at halftime. And Larry, we're down by one We should be up by a bunch, but when you turn the ball over some 13 times and you don't get any offensive rebounds, because we've been out-rebounded offensively in the first half, and to have all that against you and still have it be a one-point game, I like our chances right now.
Yeah, Marquette, they look like they're in midseason form. They're playing great defense. Yeah, they had 7 fouls in their first half of the new season. That's outstanding for the first game. They got some jitters. They let a big run go, but outside of that, they're playing solid basketball.
They're absolutely playing solid basketball, and it's something that you and I talked about during the pregame show. East Chicago wants to play individual basketball. Marquette Catholic is playing team basketball, and it's kept them in this game, and it's probably going to work even more magic during the second half.
Yeah, and even from the stats, I mean, you got Peels and you got Fazekas both with 11, and then you look on the other side of the scorebook and you got Edwards with 15 and Jefferson with 10. So, East Chicago, when as has been the case, when Jefferson and Edwards aren't hitting their shots, the rest of the team isn't real sure what to do.
They really aren't sure what to do, and I'll point something out that I pointed out a few times in the first half. Late in the first half, even though he got a second burst of energy, Hiram Edwards looked very gassed. He was walking the ball up the floor. He wasn't initiating the offense quickly. And even though he had a burst late in the second half, it wasn't consistent. The Blazers as a team, however, they've been running all over the place, getting in their offense quickly, getting in their sets quickly, and now they just need to finish a few of those possessions with points.
Well, not only finish those possessions, but Brian, they got to do a better job at the free throw line. We're 8 for
15.
8 for 15. So, again, free throws, and I think this is what drives a basketball coach crazy is nobody's defending you. Nobody's in front of you. Nobody's got a hand. There's no time on the clock. There's no pressure. Go up there and hit the free throw. And, I mean, those are free points, and we're just not taking advantage of the line. Whereas, East Chicago, they're 3 for 6 at the line. 3 for 5 at the line. And that's a little bit better at the free throw line.
Well, we have to get some points from the free throw line, that is for sure. But the biggest factor of the second half is going to be Braxton Miller. He was running everywhere in the first half when he was in the game. Hiram Edwards had to chase him. He's going to have to chase him even more in the second half. That's going to be huge.
Yeah, and Marquette can't go into the locker room and let the halftime be an opponent against them. And so many times you see it in basketball where a team's hot, they're playing good basketball, and then they sit for 15 minutes, and then it works against them. So Braxton Miller's got to keep running. He's got to get Hiram Edwards on the move and get him tired again, and then Marquette can take advantage of that. And if Marquette gets this big lead, they can't let late in the second half the lead slip away.
We'll take a pause for 30 seconds. When we come back, Larry and I will have the second half. This is Marquette Catholic Blazers basketball, and hearing it live on the Arena Sports Network, the home of the defending state champions and the voice of LaPorte County.
Quality products from Bridgestone, Firestone, and great service is what sets U.S. Tire and Automotive apart. Our service department specializes in brake service alignments and oil changes for customers just like you. Come pay us a visit at 3350 Grant Street in Gary, Indiana, or call 219-884-4600, or visit us online at ustire-auto.com.
Along with our engineer Charity Miller, our producer director and executive producer Tony Midas, and senior producer Jim White, my partner's Larry Babcock. I'm Brian Snow here bringing you Marquette Catholic Blazer basketball on the Arena Sports Network, the voice of LaPorte County, 34-33 in favor of the East Chicago Central Cardinals. Blazers start the second half in the road navy blue uniforms, white piping down either side, white numbers trimmed in gold. Peels along with Miller, both Millers, Braxton and Kyron, Zeke, Peels, and Malcolm Reed. So starters on the floor to begin quarter number 3. Cousinard, Edwards, Juneau, Jefferson, and Lewis for East Chicago. And they'll have the first crack to extend on the lead. Edwards walks it up, and again, we go back to them not getting in their offense quickly. Edwards standing dribble in the right corner. Up top, Cousinar, 20-foot ahead of the key. Short. Rebound tapped. It comes back.